It is so unusual to have a politician to be involved in a fashion show. But I say to you all, it is another case. Master Business of Ceremony. Distinguished personalities present here this evening. Fashion designers, business houses, promoters, the youth of Africa. I say good evening to all of us. When I was asked to be present at this event, for once I hesitated because as a politician at this critical time, you have to be careful what you say in public. But in my sojourn all through my life, born and raised in an institution of chieftaincy to which there was display of culture and tradition in my lifetime. Don't miss my face for my age. I grew up among chiefs and kings in my community, to which I learned a lot and utilizing that for what I am today. Having been elected 2 terms as vice president, the first time in my early 40s, which was unusual in my nation, Sierra Leone. Served my people, and today I'm here once more to contribute to the socio-economic activities of Africa, our nation, our motherland. Ladies and gentlemen, it is imperative that we as Africans should identify ourselves for what we are. In retrospect of what happened in 1977, when this great nation of Nigeria assembled Black Africans, celebrities, musicians, artists, poets, writers in Lagos under the umbrella of Festac 77 with the leadership of then Head of State, Lieutenant General Olusegun Obasanjo. That was a display, having seconded what it was when Dakar, Senegal, decided to have the first one in 1966. At the Festac 77, it was a display of our culture, a show of fashion, music, of what Africa stood for. So I say to you that this was a beginning of a revolution to restart what we wear. Knowing that the clothing we wear, for the food we eat, and the music we sang to and danced to, and those points of our ancestors seated on the oracle trees, listening to ourselves and the voices of our people, of ancestors, we marked what we are in our dignity as a people, as a race, to make sure that we take our position in society. The issue of fashion and design, looking at where it started, emanated, when our people used to wear the aprons, the men, and the wrappers of lapa, the women wore, and tying them up their breast. Today it has become a fashion, the origin of fashion in African land, knowing that indeed, what they frowned at yesterday has become today a true identity of modern day fashion show. I go my heart to great writers, poets like Olusoyinka, at the time making sure that we revive ourselves, identifying what we are. And I say this every time, that a man is a man to an extent that he can identify himself to a culture and tradition. Otherwise, you are a misfit. To you Africans, wearing your kente in Ghana, wearing your asho ako in Nigeria, wearing your Bobas in Mali shows that who you are, that when they see you, indeed, this is Africa. No matter how we transcend, and for what we put on, what we wear, and this is how we identify ourselves, that this is mankind. Tell me if you walk into a mall in one of those Western countries, as soon as you see a black man walking through with the Hausa hat, wearing the Yoruba hat, and you know exactly, this is my brother, this is my uncle. We identify ourselves in that area. And so we also decide to do what we can to make sure that we transform this. Africa has been known for the wrong things. But in our transformation, what we do, and where we think of ourselves and the things we do, we transform that and give back to our children so that they can learn from us that if you go to Saudi Arabia, you wear the long clothes or whatever it is. But when you come to Africa, when you wear the long clothes, it's another definition. Enough is enough. We use what we have and we show to them that no more shall we wear the raffias, no more shall we use women's again. But the beads of South Africa, utilizing as the beautiful colors that we wear, and the gold and diamonds that we have in Africa, we utilize to make sure that the ingenuity of it will promote us and put us to another strata. Africa, I say to you all, the utilization of fashion and arts. When yesterday the Libyan mask that were utilized to identify this great nation of Nigeria during the first Act 77, emulated today by Piscal Republic of Cuba, showing that what he copied was something that he borrowed from our people in Africa, showing what it is in arts. But I say to you all, the arts of Africa, those monuments that we have, and those that we put away, but the people of Benin to other countries should be retrieved to show our identity, and indeed the arts in Africa can be utilized for what we do. Our clothing is unique. Our music is excellent. Our poetry is awesome. And our lifestyle is unique. For no more again shall we be frowned upon as a donor-driven continent. But the utilization of our natural resources can be made good use of. Is it wrong to have 10 cities as beautiful as this in the rest of Africa? I don't think so. But yet it's been plundered away from us because of what? Unity. So let us use this occasion that AFAA can be as another form of festa which we can utilize in this country. Make it once more again that when you go to other parts of the world, you see the Spanish wearing the African outfit, you look at that differently. You see the Chinese today utilizing our skills, making as if they can produce the kente from Ghana. Stay copycatting what you can do here in the Bourbons to show that they are borrowing and learning our culture. Let us take the lead. We in Africa shall never be seen again at the backdrop. We have done our best, and we shall continue to make sure we transform that and use that and send the message to our children, and so that generations unborn shall say no more shall we be frowned upon as a forgotten continent, but a continent in which the culture is so rich and its tradition is so rich that we will identify ourselves